Problem number 5. On problem number 5, the first couple of questions here on A and B, those focus on the Pythagorean Theorem. So let's set up our Pythagorean Theorem here. I draw my arrow through the right angle box. That points towards the hypotenuse. So that's C. So I'm going to call 5A and 12B. So if I set that up, that's going to be 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144 equals C squared. If I combine these two, we get 169. If I take the square root and the square root, in case you don't know, 169 is a perfect square number. We get 13. Well, that means that's going to eliminate one of them because we get two different answers for AC. We know that AC is 13, so B is correct, A is incorrect. Now for these other ones, we get two of these, C and E. C and E focus on theta. So let's go back here and let's focus on theta. So if I put my star right here on theta, I know that this is still the hypotenuse, 12 is the adjacent side, and 5 is the opposite side. So if I go and set up SOHCAHTOA here, SOH, now this is only for theta, COHTOA. We'll have to totally set this up differently for alpha, the other angle. So if I'm looking for theta, I go in and I plug these things in. So theta is the angle that I'm focused on. The opposite side we know is 5. So 5 goes here and here. The hypotenuse is what we're missing, so I don't know that. Actually, we just found it. It's 13, but it looks like it doesn't use it. And then, actually, might as well just plug it in because we know it. So 13, 13, and then the adjacent side is 12. So what they're saying is, for these two, they're saying that the cosine, so on part C, they're saying the cosine of theta is 5 over 12. Well, we just found the cosine of theta is 12 over 13. So this one is no good. For part E, they're saying that if I use the arctangent or the inverse tangent of 5 over 12, well, is the tangent 5 over 12? It sure is. So that one works. So far, B and E are the two that are correct. So now with D, we have to shift our focus. So if I clear off my screen here, again, just to review, we said that B was correct and E was correct so far. So if I now shift my focus to here, the hypotenuse is still this side. The opposite side is now 12, and the adjacent side's on the bottom. If I set up SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA, the angle that we're now focused on is alpha, so we kind of make this little fancy fish-looking thing here. The opposite side we said is 12. The adjacent side we said is 5. And the hypotenuse we know is 13. Now what they're saying is, for this problem, they are saying that sine alpha is 12 over 13. Well, if we take a look, sine alpha, sine is here, is 12 over 13. That one does check out. So our final correct answers here for this problem are B, D, and E.